According to the IDF figures, Hamas has killed more of them, i.e. the IDF, than they've killed Hamas. How?
How? Because they're not terrorists. Because IDF soldiers are not terrorists. They have limitations. They have these limitations even though it's killing Israeli soldiers. They apply these limitations on them, these standards on them, even though, according to you, according to yourself, it's taking Israeli lives. But they still abide by those standards. He thinks they're not good fighters. They're way better fighters than Hamas soldiers. But they have limitations because they're the army of a liberal democracy. And liberal democracies have standards, unlike your Hamas that could just kill without worrying about these standards.
Means you don't want to fight. That means you're a coward. That's what it means.
These people act in mainstream media that they don't support Hamas, but they do support Hamas. Look how he's celebrating Hamas killing Israeli soldiers. You filth.
Allah is exposing the cowardice and showing us what you're really about.
Tell that to Hamas. Why are you hiding behind women and children? That is the sign of being a coward. Hiding behind your civilians.
You get angry to kill a child. There's never been a war in history that has been won by killing women and children.
Israel is not killing women and children. Israel's army is trying to kill Hamas. It's Hamas that is killing Palestinian women and children and men. Let's not forget the men. Let's not forget the civilian men. Okay? Men, women, and children. But look at this monster. He says no war has been won by killing women and children. Has he forgotten already? What about October 7th? Why are you not angered about that? You say they are victorious. You say they are victorious. This war started with killing of children. You hypocrite.
Let that sink in for a second. There's never been a war in history that has been won on killing women and children.
Every modern war, whether the ones that have been won or the ones that haven't been won, civilians have died in it, including children. I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, the description of killing women and children is a dishonest one because that implies intentionality, as if you're going there to kill the children. You're not trying to kill the children. You're trying to reduce civilian casualties, and at the end of the day, there's so much you can do. It would be a crime, it would be a war crime if we could show at any part you didn't do all that you could have done to reduce civilian casualties, given the military goal at hand. That is according to the Geneva Convention. These people act like this is a war crime. They don't even understand the Geneva Convention. The Geneva Convention doesn't say every time civilians die, that's a war crime. Based on the military goal that you have, if it's a legitimate military goal, what you have to do is to try the best you can do to try to reduce civilian casualties. And if you don't, then that would be a war crime. That requires evidence. I'm not endorsing every single IDF attack. You know why? Because unlike the Hamas attack, which was obvious, they went for civilian casualties. With IDF attacks, every single one of them needs to be investigated. I'm not going to condemn the entirety of the thing. Obviously, Israel needed to respond. Obviously, civilians would have died. But am I saying it's all clean? No. Am I saying there will be ones that I might condemn, given the evidence that they didn't do everything they could to reduce civilian casualties? Yes. But I need the evidence. You're just making stuff up. You're just saying, oh, they killed children because they're angry. Where are you getting this from? I'm pro-Israel, but I'm not making the claim that everything IDF does is clean and good. I'll wait for evidence. I'm not going to make a claim that eventually I have to take back because the evidence shows that I'm wrong. But not only you're saying they're intentionally killing children, which you have no evidence for, you're claiming that you even know why they're doing it. Where are you getting this from? You're full of crap. Dijan in the live chat is saying team life, exactly. Again, what we're dealing here, when they talk about martyrdom, when they talk about going to heaven, remember, this means that this is a death cult. It's a death cult. We're on team life. They're on team death. Don't forget that. We got another super chat. Thank you so much by all callers saying Free Palestine has always been a dog whistle for anti-Semitism. Well, not always. Let's be clear. But yeah, many times. I say Free Palestine from Hamas.